what should have been a really easy process actually wasn't. And it all revolved around a baseball diamond. And the argument was that the baseball diamond had been in existence for over 50 years. And it's actually 2 baseball diamonds. And they're fastball diamonds, so they were the majority of the time they were used by men. So UCN goes and applies for, I guess, a rezoning to build the new campus in that location, and it just blew up into this. It became an ugly debate about. It wasn't about UCN. It was about, they focused on the student housing, saying that a number of reasons, of course, being that it was that the multi-student family housing was conducive to child abuse, which was ridiculous. There was also the fact that, or it wasn't the fact, but that they presented as fact that it was too close to the river. So, I mean, the safety of the children came into question. There was also the animals in the zoo might not get any sleep because of the noise coming from the student housing units. It created a divide within the community, and I, again, should just step back and note that we are in Thompson on Nishnawaysak Cree Nation territory, and we've always had the support of the Nishnawaysak Cree people to have the educational institution in the north for Northern and Aboriginal people.
So the University College of the North new campus in Thompson became a debate that was filled with hatred and divided the community, and gave a wide variety of reasons of why we shouldn't have a state-of-the-art educational facility in northern Manitoba. Whether it was parking, children's safety, just too close to certain things like the land use, protection of a ball field. It all came to a connection that people had with that land that they didn't want to let go of. And I think something as Aboriginal people we could definitely identify with, having that connection. However, it's a lot deeper than that. We had debates in the community, public hearings, and people came out. And you've seen people come out from different perspectives. We had people identify themselves as the forefathers of Thompson and speaking against it, which I think lacks vision. We had a person come and say, can we just leave them where they are? And does that mean without access to education? Or does that mean in old buildings in an area where Native people live? We don't really know. It means a lot of things, I think. But I think the good that came out of it was how people came together and how we could see that the people filled with hatred and ignorance were really a small part of the community, and that the people who maybe stayed quiet or were just going to stay out of it, because this debate lasted so long and there was the potential of losing it, that people stepped up, they wrote letters, they made sure they came to the hearings. And so at the same time we're divided, we're brought together.
With the new UCN campus came the student family housing and also the early childhood education daycare center. And with that came approximately 75 new childcare spots for students of UCN and for the community, of course, with priority going to UCN students. It should also be noted that the KAO daycare, which was located on the old campus, is being moved much closer to the new campus, and that also will be, taking their spots, which is approximately 35 childcare spots.
by UCN increasing childcare spots, 75 childcare spots in a best practice model, is really providing opportunity for Northern and Aboriginal women to become to access education, to become a part of the workforce and good pay in the economy. And so with the community being anywhere from 600 to 1,000 spaces short, it's often women who are missing out on those opportunities, whether it's education or employment. So this opportunity really opens up for women in our community. And statistically, UCN students, 3/4 are often Aboriginal women. So with respect to the history of Thompson, it's really connected to at the time, Inco, the International Nickel Company of Canada. So when they came to that land, they pushed out the trappers and the families that lived in that area, developed the mine in an official agreement in 1956 with the local government district, the province, and Inco. They created that agreement, and within Inco's policies, it actually excluded Aboriginal people from being able to work there. So when you think of pre-1956 would have been Indigenous people living off the land, hunting, trapping, fishing, taking care of their families in a very traditional way. After 1956, people were displaced and the mine was there, and of course people didn't have access to employment at that time. There was a group of people who advocated really strong for the company to allow for the hiring of Aboriginal people, and they were successful. It was many years later. So the community shifted. These people who self-identified as the forefathers would represent, they were older white gentlemen.